Hello everyone, welcome to an episode where I teach you how to trade. This is a trading series update and this is the price action of Ethereum actually back in 2018. I want to show you guys how I caught a move that basically helped me make fortunes on a short. So let's go ahead and look. If you looked at the title of the video already, it's already telling you what price structure is going to occur, which is a symmetrical triangle. Basically, and I'm reading the definition, is basically when two converging trend lines connecting a series of sequential peaks and troughs breaks to one side or the other. So let's go ahead and look at when this symmetrical triangle formed, how I spotted it, and how I traded it. So as you know already from my trading series videos in the past, I do like to basically talk shop and show you guys basically what occurs in the price action and how I would trade it. So let's go ahead and replay what has occurred in the past. So as you can see here, I have the price action here of Ethereum, and I'm going to go ahead and press play on this. And you can see that the price is dipping, okay? Price is dipping and it's consolidating. This is back when it was at $300 and it basically had that IPO rush over here, and we basically are coming off a downtrend. So keep that in mind. We are coming off a downtrend and now you can establish something that's occurring. So we're kind of getting this sideways motion here, and this is a healthy consolidation potential for a move. So basically after you come off a move to the upside or downside, what you want to look out for is a sideways action movement. This will basically tell you that, hey, you know what, price is calming down, things are looking to settle down for a bit. I want to show you guys something that's occurring though. So you can actually, I wouldn't trade anything just yet. I would just, draw my arbitrary lines. And so you can see that we do have two trend lines that are panning out. I think that this is too premature of a consolidation, especially on the daily time frame. It's not that much time. So you can see that basically this isn't enough time for you to determine which way we're going just yet, but you do have an idea. So we're making a symmetrical triangle. So you can see that boom, boom, we're moving and consolidating into tighter price action over the course of basically a month. And then one more thing I want to point out is we're getting lower highs. So you can see that, and higher lows. So what that's telling you is basically the price is converging, just like the textbook definition mentioned. And when we reach a certain point, you have to break to one side or the other. Now, the probability of you breaking to the downside is obviously a lot higher than the upside. Now, you're asking why? Well, here's the thing to look out for. We're just coming off a downwards trend, and now we're consolidating for a bit. The chances of you reversing on a big downtrend move of basically 40% are very low. The reason being is because nothing goes straight down, and then also we don't have a bottoming formation, which I'll go over in another video, but we don't have a bottoming formation here. We have a continuation formation. This is basically telling you, hey, if your odds are to break to the upside, they are minimal, but it could happen, but the probability of it occurring is low. So it's all probability. So let's go ahead and play and see what happens here. Now we have another, so take a look here. We have another candle that is basically testing this downwards trend line. It held. Now we're attempting to break out. Aha. So now you can be like, okay, you know what? There is a potential that we do break to the upside. And the probability, although it was in the favor of moving to the downside, is now, a higher probability that we go up. So what you do in this situation is you wait for a retest. You wait for it to hold. If it doesn't hold, then you're in big trouble. So let's go ahead and see what happens here in this price action. And you can see that we're holding it well. Uh-oh. So we held it well for a day. Now it's time for you to say, you know what? It's not holding anymore. We probably are going to break to the downside. So how would you trade this? You wait for this trend line to break. You wait for it to break. So let's go ahead and see what happens on the next day. Boom. So there you go. There's your move to the downside. A failed move to the upside is so basically a failed move to the upside is a faster move to the opposite direction. So we had a symmetrical triangle coming off a downwards trend. This is a 40% move. Nothing goes straight down. We consolidate for a bit. We make a symmetrical triangle. Then after that, we basically get the continuation pattern that we've been waiting for. So your moment of saying, hey, you know what, we're actually not going to move up was right here. When we fail to hold that support, we start trending down. Now, when would you have entered the trade? Basically, you'd have to enter in this prior day. And the way you know that you enter is basically you think, well, we caught some longs here. Now we're going to capitulate and we're going to move to the downside. I hope that you guys find this helpful. If you have any questions, just please comment down below. If you're confused about a symmetrical trade, just remember there's always this idea of it's a continuation pattern. It's called a symmetrical triangle, which means that it can break to the upside or downside. And technically, it's going to be a continuation pattern. So it's just basically consolidation before you move down. That's the best way to think about it. And consolidation before you continue your trend. So the trend was down, we consolidated, and then we followed through with some more downside. I hope that you guys find this helpful. If you guys like these trading series videos where I teach you how to trade price action structures, please comment down below. Obviously, it's a lot harder than this to trade it, especially when you're caught up here. It's a lot of mental fortitude, and you have to trust the probabilities. Even though, so let's say you entered the short here, even though you feel like, wow, we're going to break to the upside, you have to remember you have to roll with the probabilities. The probabilities are we break to the downside, and the trend is your friend till the end. So roll with those probabilities. You're not going to win them every single time, but you will win them most of the time. So just keep that in mind when you're trading. Best of luck. If you guys like these, please let me know in a comment down below. This is how you trade a symmetrical triangle. Thanks.